Hi, I'm your friend, Sam Wu. I'm back. Remember the fail the test guy? Yeah, that's me. Last time I talked about cell. This time I'm gonna talk about cell division. And instead of just talk a lot of things to you, I'm just gonna tell you a story that happened in the room of the basement in my house. So let's get started. In the basement of Sam Wu's house, it's not only a basement, it's the paradise of the toys. But just as last week, there a terrible civil war happened. It is also called the cell division war. Before the first stage of this war, interface, the word is like this. Everyone is happy in this world, and it's wait, I think I'm gonna explain a little bit so you guys know what am I talking about. This whole thing represents a cell. The brown thing in the middle is a mountain. It represents the nucleus. The orange things around the mountain is the highway and the road. It represents the nuclear envelope. And the things go around the cell is the plasma membrane, like this. Everything inside the highway and the road, which is the nuclear envelope, is the chromosomes. Everything outside of it is the organelles. Those two are the centrosomes. I think you guys now have a better understanding what I'm doing now, so let's get back to the story. Everyone is happy in this world, and there's not so many people out here, and there's a lot of space too. The Army Central don't have a whole lot of people, and there's only World War II airplanes. The airfield only have a little plane. The cowboys and the Native Americans don't have lots of population. However, the first stage of the war changed everything. The interface. During the interface, the population just boom up and become more people. The population just have exponential growth, that all of the population just start growing up and growing up. For example, the Native Americans even have their own stocks. There are more cars, and of course there are more roads and more traffic if there are more cars. The highways and the roads are being used, and there are more jets in the airport. The two central army are being stronger and stronger. The government army have more people and more advanced tanks and jets. The dictator army have more people and more guns. However, good times doesn't last forever. One day the dictator army and the government army have some argument. The dictator is angry, and then he said, I'm gonna leave here and build my own kingdom. Although the dictator army don't have advanced jets and tanks, but it is the most well-trained army in this country, so it can build its own kingdom. As the troops started to march, the second stage started. The poor phase. The troops started to march out. The government army surely will not allow them to leave that easy. They sent out their troops, their tanks, their helicopters, and their jets try to stop them from leaving. However, they will not be able to stop them. They were advancing too quickly that the army can't catch up with them. In the meanwhile, the leaders around the country were shocked by this event. So they all make a plan. This plan is called the Sister Chromatids Plan. It is just like this. Everyone is going to line up in the nucleus, so it is easier to organize. Also, if you notice, the mountain just disappeared for some reason. This war now is getting larger and more intense. Okay, so now let's pause for a moment. Let me explain something. You might have questions about where is the spindle microtubule. Actually, the troops of the centrosomes are the spindle microtubules. You will see them more often after this. The third stage, the pormata phase. When the dictator army reached the other side, another things happened. The highway and the road just suddenly disappeared. The travelers is the first one that's be killed, and then the Native Americans. Archers, down.
Weird robot, down. T-Rex, down. No one was able to survive this attack. Then the trouble came to the cowboys. Again, no one survived. After that, it is the Transformers. This one will be a hard one to defeat. At the same time, the dictator army sent out a troop forming a spindle microtubule line. This kind of format is the most efficient way to capture the people. Yet, the government army didn't give up. They sent out the rescue spindle microtubule format to save more people. And this is how it is now. You can see lots of soldiers are saving people's life and forming a line of the spindle microtubule line.
When the line is fully formed, it is the metaphase. When the spindle microtubule line is fully formed, the soldiers will line up at the metaphase plate, and they will be ready for the next stage. At the same time, the government army sent bombers to support the Transformers. The following is the dive bomber bombing the enemy. Now the bomber is diving now. Release the bomb and rise. Bomb on the way and strike. After everything is ready, it is the anaphase.
Although the spindle microtubule format is the most efficient way to capture and rescue people, they only can take one side of the sister chromatids. It means that you can't capture or rescue all of the people. Also, during the evacuation, there are people dying. Even the Transformers is defeated. Now that all of the people is leaving from the center to the opposite side of each other. At the same time, the soldiers line up at the front line and prepare to do the last fight. They also pile up the dead bodies. These bodies will be used for a new boundary line for the next stage. Now, the next and the last two stages, the telophase and the cytokinase. During this phase, something weird happened. The highway, the road, and the mountain all come back on both sides. After everything is settled down, both sides is now beginning the last fight. The body piles up as the battles go on. Pile from the inside to the outside is called the plant cytokinase. And from the outside to the inside is called the animal cytokinase, which have relationship with the cruciferol. Finally, the boundary line is formed. Both sides have their own system now. The two countries go back to peace. But we shall not forget this war during 2015 January the 9th to 2015 January the 12th. This war shall not ever happen again. And the end.
Okay, I know, this story is very long. You are waiting for this story to end. Also, I know it is very confusing. When I look back, I'm like, what did I done? If you are really confused, just go back and watch again. Believe me, you will get it. Honestly, if you just want to watch the cell division, you can just stop now. There's nothing more after this. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy. And I'm Samu. See you next time.